Well, hello to each and every one of you. My name is Derek Scobie, pastor here at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, and I am sitting here this afternoon. It is at the time we are recording this with Pastor Shanice Johnson. She is a member of the Place of Faith Church, which formerly was the Net Church under Bishop Joel Tudman. She accepted a call to the ministry under Dr. T.J. Roberts at the Evangelistic Baptist Church, was there 25 years, and now she has been at the Place of Faith Church for 10 years. But just wanted to kind of give you a little backdrop on that part, but then I'm going to just ask her now to really introduce herself, tell us a little bit about where she is from, and then we will talk about the reason that we have called you to this video today. So, all right, share with us.
Yes, first I want to say thank you, Pastor Scobie, for having me today. I appreciate your service in our community and let them know about our program that's going to be in the community, so thank you for that. I'm Shanice Johnson. I am married, 6 children between the ages of 16 and 29, 1 grandbaby. I work for Sunbeam Family Services, who I'm representing here today. And as Pastor Scobie said, I am one of the part of the ministry team at the Place of Faith with Bishop Joel Tudman.
All right, and you're an elder there as well, right?
I'm an elder there.
All right, so John Marshall Baird, you said class of 92.
Yes.
Grew up in, what is that, North
Highlands.
Yeah.
North Highlands.
North Highland and Musgrave people.
Yes.
We did not come out fooling around with you all. We stayed over here on the east side. But
my son is a graduate of Douglas.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
Okay.
So what is Sunbeam Family Services?
Sunbeam Family Services, we were established in 1907. We are the longest standing social service agency in Oklahoma. It has always been our goal to help people grow and heal and learn and thrive. Our mission is to provide for people of all ages help and hope, opportunities to succeed, and we do that through 4 components: through early childhood services, through senior services, through foster care, as well as counseling.
Okay. So you mentioned early childhood services. So I think that's what we're going to kind of delve into today. So what is early childhood services for the layperson that is watching?
Well, we are an early education program, and we serve children from 0 to 4 years old. It's similar to a daycare, but we offer many more benefits. We are at no cost to our families. We have 2 engaged professional teachers with 8 children in each classroom. We provide access to free physical health examinations, as well as health screenings, immunizations, and follow-up services. We also have clean, safe, fun environments. We offer free healthy snacks and meals for children that are enrolled in our program that might have disabilities. We have support services. We also have support services for families outside of the school setting. So those are some of the things that we offer.
Okay. And so there will be a new site opening up.
Absolutely. Yes.
Tell us where that will be and when it will be opening.
We're going to be opening in the fall, and it is going to be on Millwood Public Schools District campus. So we're very excited with partnering with Superintendent Woods. And so our site will be there, and we will be called Millwood Early Education Center.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is great. So if a parent enrolled their child, they would bring their child there at what time in the morning, and what time would they pick them up in the afternoon? And would there be any type of transportation that would be offered?
Our program hours are going to be between 7:30 and 5:30, which we are still might be subject to change depending on the needs of our community. We don't offer transportation at this time.
Okay, which most do not. So a parent could bring their 1-year-old child there, drop their child off, go to work, do whatever they're doing throughout the day, pick them up at 5:30. And there's no cost to it?
There's no cost to it. There are certain qualifications for our program, but there's no cost to our program.
Give us a generalization of the in essence, I would say the prerequisites that the person would have to fall in a particular parameter, a guideline. What is that?
Absolutely. If your child is eligible or qualifies for a DHS subsidy, if your family receives public assistance, if you're a grandparent raising grandchildren, if you're pregnant, if you have a child with disabilities that's in foster care, if your family is experiencing homelessness, or if your family the income is below the poverty guidelines, and those are all things that help you qualify for a program.
Okay. And how many children will be at the Millwood? What is it going to be called again?
Millwood Early Education Center.
Okay.
Yes, we have 24 slots, which some of them are full now,
Okay.
but we will have a waiting list. So we are encouraging people to enroll now.
So do we have a waiting list right now?
We don't right now.
So if they, how would they contact? What do they do? Call, get online?
Two different ways.
Okay.
They can call, and I can offer that phone number, and then also they can get online. If they would like to get online, then they go to enroll at sunbeamfamilyservices.org, and if they would like to call and speak with someone, then it's 405-609-3308.
Okay, and great, it's there on the bottom of the screen as well, so we're grateful for that. Are there any type of proven statistics that show that children that go to Head Start programs that they are able to excel, or they do excel more than others?
Absolutely. There's a lot of research that supports that, which is one of the reasons that Oklahoma is one of the thriving states when it comes to early childhood education. So absolutely. And we utilize all that research, and we are able to offer children and their families the optimal care.
So 2 teachers, full-time teachers.
2 full-time
for
teachers.
8 children.
For 8 children.
So 1 teacher per 4 children in the classroom.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And typically, in the Oklahoma City Public School system is probably 1 teacher for about 23 or 4 students. So, well, I'll share this. It'll definitely be something that you don't know. Evelyn, who is a member here at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, she thinks that she is my boss. That's what she thinks. She would think that she would know so much, and even Cam probably would think that he might have heard this before, because it's a lot of things I share in messaging and things of that nature. But as a child, I went to Avery Chapel Head Start program.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I don't talk about it a lot, but I do believe that it has contributed to whatever little knowledge. Some people think that I'm really, really smart, but I'm really not that smart. But as a child, by the time I would say 7, because we were on welfare and food stamps, and we would go to Stones. I believe it was called Stones IGA. It was connected to you had Shepherd Mall. I think an anchor store was TGNY, and then you go through a little spindle, and you could go inside of like Stones, or the spindle would take you inside of the mall, or take you inside of TGNY, and Stones was right to the east of it. My mother and I would go there and grocery shop, and we only had a certain amount of money, food stamps, so I would add the cost of all the stuff up.
Wow.
In my head, and would really typically be within about 50 cents of the $100 some odd dollar bill. But the only thing I would say is, I know my mother taught me things, but Head Start.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Head Start. It definitely. I have some memories from it there at Avery Chapel. Some great memories. Nothing negative. You know how, like, as an adult, sometimes you can look back in your childhood and see traumatic events that took place, or if it's those happy feelings, you know, like the song says.
Absolutely.
All I remember is happy feelings. I don't remember day-to-day activity in Avery. I do remember one time looking up, Evelyn, at the little diamond-shaped window in the old wood door, and my daddy was right there. I remember that, looking and seeing my dad there.
Yeah.
But happy feelings, memories are all good from the Head Start program there, and I've heard nothing but good things about Head Start.
Yeah.
Never heard anything negative about Head Start. You know, these children, we're living in a time that often the parent, you know, we're a lot of times young parents, you know, and they're trying to give whatever they can that's in their toolbox. But through the day, let me call it like it is, talk some real things. With the picture that you painted for the people that typically would qualify for this would, in my mind, my little small mind, don't know too much, would typically be some people who are kind of going through some things in life.
Yes.
You know, and if you're sitting home all day and your children are there, these are not the situations where the parent is working all day long with the little child.
Right.
The parent is just trying to wrap their mind around life.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do to provide for my kids?
Right.
What am I going to do, not tomorrow, to get to tomorrow, but tonight? And sometimes the weight of life is so heavy on a single mother, maybe a single father, or grandparents who did not sign up for this, but life happened and now they have these children. This is a great program where the child can go be there in a healthy, fun,
Absolutely.
lighthearted environment and not deal with the weight and heaviness that goes on. Listen, I'm a product of it. I know what that thing feels like, where the weight of the world is. You can feel it as a child.
Absolutely.
And I simply say this to maybe some single mother who's watching and you're debating on this. This is a great opportunity, not for you to get rid of your child. That's not it.
Right.
But for maybe your child to get a break from the heaviness and the weight of life, because you do know the children can feel you. They can feel depression. They can feel anger. They can feel just, again, the weight of the world. And this will give maybe this child an opportunity to see something different. They might aspire to do even great things in life. I'll say this and I'll be done with my part. The end of my 10th grade year, I had gone to Douglas my 9th and 10th grade year. The last 2 weeks of my sophomore year, I went to Northwest Classroom, and I went there all of my junior year and the first week of my senior year. Then I returned to Douglas. But I share that to say, when I went to Northwest Classroom, I saw a whole nother world. I saw like all of these children, all as in, you know, nothing is all, but I saw children smiling and laughing, and their life was a little different than the life I was kind of living. And it really gave me something different to aspire to, just because I saw another world. So I say that to say, even a child being as early as 2 and 3, they pick up things.
Absolutely.
They pick up things. So this could just be a great opportunity to change the trajectory of that child's entire life. Because every little thing that happens in our lives, it adjusts our steps in life.
Absolutely.
You know, I think about Cam, who is our videographer, who's behind the camera right now. He came here to Ebenezer 3.5 years ago. I would assume it's changed your life in some ways.
Absolutely.
Just so every little step, and sometimes we're stepping in places that we might not typically, and a parent allowing for their child to go to that Head Start program, they might not have ever thought about it.
Right.
But it could change that child's life. And then the relationships that could be formed with teachers, with other parents. You just never know what might happen in a good way. So I would just strongly encourage you. I know I'm a product of Head Start. So I would strongly encourage you to, again, call what number?
405-609-3308.
Or they can
Email.
Okay.
Contact us or go online to enroll at sunbeamfamilyservices.org. Can I add one little thing?
Yeah,
Okay. Just hearing you speak, Pastor Scobie, something to consider is when Sunbeam Family Services first started, it was to serve dependent and neglected children. And then we began to evolve over the years with what our community needed. And something that we do right now through Head Start is we serve the entire family. So like you were saying, there's support for the mother, there's support for father, there's support for the whole family. We, one of the things that makes us unique is because we have wraparound services. So yes, we want to take care of your baby. Yes, we want them to know that they're important, that they matter, that every stage and every day of their life matters and we're pouring into them. But also the families, we offer them programs and we assist them to set goals and to reach those goals and to give them resources and referrals that they need to help them do that. So even beyond Head Start, those seeds that we've deposited continue to be cultivated. So that's something else that we offer.
Wow. Now, you may have shared what is your role? What is your role?
I am the site director.
Site director.
Yes, at our Millwood location, Millwood Early Education Center.
Okay, you're site director. Now, I'm just taking a shot in the dark, but you almost sound like a social worker type.
I was in the classroom, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I started I started in-home childcare 20 years ago. And then I've also worked in the school system. I worked in a center, well, 2 centers. And so now I am, and I've been in management, but now I'm the site director for this program.
So your passion, what is your heart as it relates to all of this?
I love children. I love families. I love people. And I want them to know that they matter and that they can become all that God has created them to be. And I believe that part of what we do is help them see their worth and value. So site director would mean you would be on site? Yes.
Not necessarily in the classroom, that specific classroom, day in, day out, but you are coming into those classrooms.
Absolutely. They will see me daily. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Inspecting what you expect, I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we have a professional team. Our teachers have some type of certification, either a CDA or associate degree in child development or a bachelor's degree. So our teachers, they share the same heart. And that's how our team is selected.
So you a quote of yours, to help that child become all that God created them to be. How do you incorporate those Christian values without preaching Jesus?
Absolutely.
Crucified, buried, and resurrected, which you probably could not fully do that. But how do you live that out, and how do you express that?
Well, one language that's universal is love. That's something that Jesus said identifies us as his disciples. And you can express love and demonstrate love without saying certain words, and people will know it and they'll feel it. Some of the things for Sunbeam, we have a champion spirit, a sunny attitude, and a servant heart. And so those are things that also, as believers, that we also demonstrate and express daily. So love, being intentional, being prepared, being ready, being who we have been called to be every day.
Amen. The teachers, certified teachers?
Yes.
Okay. So not just somebody that you hired from Kentucky Fried Chicken just to throw them in there.
Right.
They have
Right.
training.
They have training, and it's training that they've pursued and something that they
Nothing wrong
desire.
with Kentucky Fried
Nothing
Chicken,
wrong with
but
that
I
at
just am
all.
not trying to
Nothing
get the
wrong with
kid,
that at
the
all.
teacher to be-
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yes. Absolutely.
So training, all of that.
Right, and we continue training. We have a CDA program that we offer to teachers for those who want to pursue that. That's something as an employee of Sunbeam Family Services that we offer. So we training all throughout the year. You will never lack that with Sunbeam Family Services. We want to provide the best for our families.
Okay, all right. Well, that's all I have. We thank you for your time, and we will be praying that all goes well, and I know that it will, and I'm sure that your cup will run over with students. So the waiting list after 24, what happens then? Is it going to be another site somewhere that is looking to possibly open up?
Well, we're going to have options available. Something that we currently have now is home-based services, where we have someone who can come into your home and be with your child and you through different lessons. If you choose to go to another site that might have an opening until we have an opening at our site, that may be another option. And then we are also, of course, considering opening up more locations.
Okay. Before we close, one thing I did forget. Share with us about the virtual Millwood.
Virtual Millwood, that's what we're offering to our parents that enroll now, even though we're not opening until the fall. And what you'll receive through Virtual Millwood is your teacher for your child will be contacting you weekly, giving you lessons through Zoom or just checking on you and making sure if there's any needs you have, that she can help you with those as far as your child's education. Then also on Wednesdays, we have a weekly distribution for families. So if you're in need for your kiddo of milk or formula, different food educational packets, then you're able to pick that up once a week. And then also we have different opportunities like Go Fresh. This past couple of weeks, they've given free food boxes, and we've delivered that to our families, or they can pick them up. So those are just some things that we're offering our families now that are enrolled as they're waiting for our site to open in the fall.
Wow. Now that would have to be a different package. You know, you have some companies that offer you a free Zoom service for whatever amount of time, but once you reach this level, it costs money. That sounds like that costs money.
Not for our families.
No.
Everything is at no cost.
To them. I like how you said not for our families, meaning it costs somebody, but it doesn't cost the people who are.
It does not cost our families.
Really?
Yes.
That's great. Anything else before we close? Anything else?
We're just excited. We're excited to serve the Northeast Oklahoma City community, and we look forward to being with you and your kids.
Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us today.
Thank you, Pastor
All right.
Scobie.
God bless you.